Okay, great then. Hello everyone. Daniela Gana here from PMI Romania chapter, the director from training and certification. I'm here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write to us on the office email address. We will respond to you. And I'm happy that you are here with us for our closing webinar for the PM semi-marathon that we had this week. I just wanted to remember you, the speakers that we have here with us, Juliana, Kaloyan, Yasmina, Anne, and this night, sorry, the chapter representatives. Thank you so much for being with us in the past 4 days and this week. And today, I'm glad that I can be the host for our chapter representatives and also have the team education as a driven for change in project management. And we also have a short agenda, but until then, please let me introduce you our panelist in this evening from PMI Budapest, Hungary chapter, Dudas Dezo. Hello. Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, thank you for being with us today. The president from the Hungarian chapter, and also project and product manager, product owner. I hope I remember correctly. Also, please welcome Petya Dorovska from PMI Bulgaria chapter.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. And Razvani Kim from PMI Romania chapter, also the president of the chapter. So
Hi.
we have, hello, my colleague, yeah. Our short agenda for today is referring to our educational projects that we have in our chapters, our partnerships, or how we want to support the community, the PM community from our countries. Also, I don't know if we have, I don't know, example of mentorship programs or how we can support the students and things like this. We want to learn more of one of each of you. So I think we can share this because our community maybe is not aware of all of this that we have prepared for them this year. Yeah, because we are in May already, but we have more than a half of this year for them. So thank you so much for being here with us. And I don't know who wants to take the stage. Petya, maybe you.
Of course. So presenting, or are we starting with the initiatives already? I'll share a little bit about myself then. So I've been with the Bulgaria, PMI Bulgaria chapter for, I think, 5 years now. I've been a volunteer, director at large for sponsorship and partnership, and now I'm the VP for professional development and academic outreach. Of course, a PM is a profession in an outsourcing company, and I've been in this area for more than 10 years. And I think we can even start with the other topic, right?
Yes. So,
all right. Or should Dudas and Razvan present again? So, or how do we continue?
If you want to say something that we don't know about you, maybe Razvan and Dudas.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dudas, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad to be here, and it's a good initiative. Thank you, Razvan, again, to be here. And it's really important from the chapter president point of view to maintain collaboration throughout the borders. And something about me, as Daniela said, I'm a project and product owner, project manager, product owner. I have some experience both area. And at the moment, I'm work as a freelancer, a consultant, trainer, coach, and whatsoever, anything which is related to project management. And I really like to learn from the younger generation, even Z generation, even students. So when I'm teaching, I'm always learning. So this is my Ars Poetics in a way. Thank you.
Thank you. Răzvan?
Thank you very much. Well, some of you already know me. I'm the president of PMI Romania chapter. I started as a volunteer 8 years ago, PMI Romania chapter. I was involved in translation of PM Box 6. I joined the project when it was already started, and then I decided to get involved more. I was director for membership and recruiting, then vice president for membership and recruiting, and now it's final mandate that I can be a member in the board, and I decided to apply for president. Apart from that, in my professional life, I'm a senior project manager. I've been responsible for projects from different areas, integrated projects, construction projects, software development projects, and since December, I started a project in construction. It's really interesting. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Răzvan, on your projects. So I don't know if you want to start with something from our list. Let's say what educational projects we are running in our chapters now. Maybe, I don't know, workshops, university partnerships, or anything else. So I think we can start with this. Who wants to start? Răzvan.
Not me. I was going to invite Petya.
Oh,
Sure, of course. Thank you so
Let's
much.
say I'm the host, or any of us is the host.
yeah.
All right, thank you. Actually, the chapter is very active here in Bulgaria. We have a successful partnership with 7 universities. We have signed a memorandum of understandings. 4 of them are in the capital in Sofia and 3 of them outside of Sofia. And actually, we're trying to host also one of our monthly meetings outside of Sofia. So this is also connected to one of the universities in Varna on the seaside during summertime. But going back to the universities, of course, we are actually collaborating a lot with the universities. We are trying to provide for the students not just guest lectures, also some webinars. We recently had such on sustainability topic from, of course, one of our team members that we have in the chapter. And apart from that, of course, we have not just the lectures, as I mentioned, we also have master classes, which are basically part lecture, part practical exercise. And we're giving, of course, a certification for that, for participating in such a master class. We're trying to also organize with the student club that was founded last year, 2024. It's already 1 year old. It's a baby still.
Your student
they're
club is famous. It's famous.
They're very much involved in what is happening with the universities. They're very active as well. They have organized the career fair with the 2 companies in one of the universities. More than 40 people from the student side joined. They represented some opportunities for internship. Also, we are planning another one, of course. But in addition to that, we had the student hackathon last year during the yearly conference, the summit. It was 70 plus students, I think, if I recall correctly. 5 or 6 jury members, also from not just from Bulgaria, but outside of Bulgaria. And we had 12 teams and 12 case studies, of course. It was very insightful, and they were very much motivated to present their new ideas in front of the public. What else do we have? So we have the lectures, we have the hackathon during the summit, we have the student club. Yes, very important thing is that we have in my team, we have director at large for gamification, and the lady is presenting some new ideas, very active as well, for engaging students in a different way to interest them into project management. So organizing some games specifically, of course, with the student club for in December for Christmas and in April for Easter. So those are the specific games that are happening. Of course, we have many other ideas that are upcoming, but currently preparing the topic for the next hackathon. I think that summarizes it, if I'm not missing anything.
Thank you, thank you. So interesting. Director at large on gamification. It sounds great. Razvan, an idea for us.
Yeah, fully agree. Yeah.
Petya, I will call you. I will send you a message
Of
after the
course, of
webinar.
course. I would be glad to collaborate, of course.
Good luck. Good luck with your
Something else that I
initiatives.
wanted to mention, I forgot.
Yes.
So actually the chapter initiated getting the licenses for PM Ready certification. So currently we have more than 50 students from one university. Now we are aiming to expand from the other universities to join to get this certificate. And it's been, I think, 1 year almost that the chapter made the decision to get those. Students are very happy with getting this opportunity. They get to learn a lot, like the basics of project management. If you've seen the PMR, PM Ready certification description, there is a test before that. There is, of course, almost the same as CAPM and PMP exams, I believe. The questions are the same in terms of situational questions, right? So this is very valuable for the students, and they're very excited to have this opportunity. Of course, they can also join as student club members, and they can also join at our monthly meetings, which is another benefit for them as well.
So nice. So nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judas, please.
Yeah, thank you. I made some presentation as Razvan suggested. May I share it?
Yes, please. Of course.
How many times I have at the moment? 15 minutes maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, just shoot me if I'm too long.
Take your time, it's no problem.
Okay. So from a point of view of PMI Budapest, we really focus on the students, at least from since last year. At the moment, we have more than 50 student member in Budapest, and I'm really happy that I can share you these statistics to you. On that, since a year or a year ago, the numbers of our students started to raise. And this year, the beginning of this year, we started a TikTok channel as well. Maybe they are correlate the numbers correlate this initiative we have. So we have a huge trends, increasing trends. I hope that we can manage it. So we focus on the students really well. Um, we have also collaboration with universities, and our strategy is that we try to um, form courses special dedicated to the practical experience practitioners. So these courses, you may say, the postgraduate courses, half of academic teachers and half of practitioners. It's a combination of the theoretical and the practical knowledge and experience we'd like to share the students at postgraduate level. We have at the moment 2 live courses. One is Budapest and one is in Debrecen. And we are developing another one also in Budapest, which is a project and product management combination. We also participate in as a chair at final exams and also give some presentations, guest lecturing, and research cooperation we have with the universities. And one of our famous and most interesting maybe research is the salary survey. We conducted it by 2 years, every 2 years, and last year we also made someone, and it was some outcome or interesting findings. I would say that as project manager, we work more than expected. I understand it, and it was my experience, but it's also key point of the project management professional. So it's a really hectical work sometimes we have, and we are really engaged of our work, and we do more than expected. It's a good thing or a good sign for the employers, but it's a fact. I mean, so we do more, and also important that with the certification we can gain more. It's also important aspect of the Project Management Institute certification umbrella, that it's really a valuable thing to take the exam. It was also this survey made by volunteers from the PMI chapter and also from the university as well. You can download it if you would. Available for everybody. And our salary level in Hungary, it's around 3,800 forints, less than 4,000 in US dollars, just to give an indication of our price range. In Hungary, it's a quite good, I would say, salary we have as project managers. We have also some new initiatives, especially the Student Project Award. And we have also Diploma Thesis Award and Young Project Professional Award. It's a lasting one. And last year, we just started to recognize the students at the secondary school level. So there is a competition organized by another company or institute in Hungary, and we contributed in this competition named Student Project, so DIAC project in Hungarian. And we, as PMI Budapest, recognized one of the best projects. And last year it was a workshop series for foreign women in Hungarian, and the pupils deal with them as Hungarian resident, I would say, and try to introduce them the Hungarian culture in terms of cousin, in terms of celebrations and what we are celebrating in, for example, Eastern, and which special celebration we have as a Hungarian nationality. So we try to integrate, not me, sorry, the pupils try to integrate the women more into the Hungarian culture and Hungarian every day, and they also learned a lot from the foreign women as well. So it's a good initiative, I would say, and it was a good project, and that was chosen as an award of a student project. And we have also another level of award. This is the Project Management Thesis of the Year. And it's also a good result we have in this award. And you may see that there are a special logo for this. So we have logos designed by volunteers, of course, for every award we have. And last year, there was 3 category. One is the bachelor, one is the postgraduate, and one for the master level diploma. And altogether, we announced the best of the diplomas, and we nominate this last year Jessica Schimmer to the PMI James R. Snyder International Student Paper of the Year Award as well. So it was also a bonus or a gift for this achievement of Jessica could made. So every year we organize this 3 category for our diploma reward, and it's really at the moment it's ongoing, so it's open, so everybody can raise or can submit his or her diploma idea. And another level, this is the Young Project Management Professional Award. It's below 35 years old, and the jury is coming from the industry, coming from the university, practitioners, academic professors even can evaluate the nominated person, because this award is really important. It's based by a nomination and after a submission of the application. So similar to the PMI Global Award system. And yeah, and we have also a award for the more senior people one, but it's not the education of the younger one. So we have that kind of free award category for every year, sorry. And regarding the cooperation with the students in a really active way, I would like to share you a PMI EF material. This is the tower game. Some of you maybe know there's good resources to be included in any team building, any courses, any activity. And we included this tower game activity into our PMI branded courses, like in Corvinus University or other universities. So we play that activity during the teaching. Depending on what is the subject, we can evaluate and we can assess the outcomes, and we can experience what is the meaning of this game. So it's really important from my point of view as a teacher or a trainer to give some experiential learning activities, because it's could bridges the theory and practices and increase the engagement and motivation, and really have fun. So it's during the learning classroom, you can have fun, and it's really a request from the student, as I understand. So they don't just want to learn; they want to have fun as well during the learning activities. So it's a good combination to have that kind of activities. It's really similar activities or a play like the marshmallow challenge, you may know that, but it's more related to the project management. It's a little bit, really, there's some trick, some combination of this requirement, and it's really focused on the team building and the team collaboration and how they choose the strategy to win. I don't want to give too much information, because it's a really enjoyable something, and it's good to play if you don't know much about this. But you can play this even in a company environment, even in a university school, even in include PMI and chapter onboarding or any activities. So you can download it. It is available in the Romanian language as well. And also you can maybe translate it as a volunteer activity, because it's really important to tell or speak in our native language, in our mother tongue language, about project management, especially for the younger generation, because sometimes it's more easy to learn in our mother tongue than language than for example, English or any other learned language. So it's available, and it's really really fun, I would say. Yes, I think so. That was about our cooperation of students and universities and how we teach and learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Dash. Thank you. And you have so many initiatives also for the other chapters or the people from the other countries if they want to register on the worlds and things like this. So I think it's very good for the community worldwide, not only on our countries, let's say. Thank you. Razvan?
Thank you very much. It's quite difficult to speak after Dudash. They and him and his colleagues have great projects. We have two partnerships, memorandum of understandings, signed with two universities from Bucharest, and we are discussing with a university which is outside Bucharest. And we already have a collaboration with one of them in the sense that we did mentoring for three groups of students. They had to prepare all the documentations for the project, starting from the initiation, planning, execution, and monitoring, and then closing. One of the groups was responsible for organizing an online event, and the other one was responsible for organizing an event with physical presence. They had participants from their own university and other students that could join the event. And also, we had an event where I was also present, where we presented several let's say, secret weapons, because it was PM Master Games, 007 weapons for young professionals. And myself and six more professionals contributed to the development, and we shared the experience and instruments and tools that can be used by young professionals. We tried to bring together students and graduates that are just starting their professional lives, especially as project managers, because the two universities that we have signed memorandum of understandings have masters in project management, and we try to help them and give them insight from project managers' real life. I can say that initially students were not that interested in joining this project. Their expectations were that we were responsible for implementing the project, not them. But eventually they understood that it's their projects, and they needed to be responsible and take full responsibility of the project. We also have an initiative. We translated the first group of the series, Project Kids Academy. Not sure if you heard of it. There is a project manager from New Zealand that wrote a series of 6 books for kids, where he presents for kids with age between 9 and 12 how a project is implemented. Again, starting from the basics. What are the stages of a project? How you do the planning? How you do execution? And we just finished translation and, of course, adapting the translation. This is the hardest of all. Translation went very smoothly. Had a team of 16 volunteers, and translation was really fast. But adapting took us about 3 months, because it was really difficult with aligning availability of the supervisor of translation. Anyway, we are almost there, and we are preparing to print about 300 books. And then we will select 12 schools where we want to go and present those books and also give them to the kids. And this way, we make sure that the people, young people, read and also they learn new things about project management, and we prepare them for future professional life. Last year, I was in my son's class, and we did something similar. It was just a teaser with these books. I used with the agreement of the guy from New Zealand. I used a few images with the stages of the project, and then I gave. We had 3 groups. The class was split in 3 groups, and each group had the project manager nominated, and then they needed to prepare the list of resources for implementing several projects. One of them was creating a garden in the schoolyard. The other one was organizing theater play, and the last project was about having one of the walls of the building painted. It's really interesting that eventually the kids found many things that needed to be added to the resource list, and I really appreciate it. They got bored. They were very fast, and then they got bored. It was a challenge to keep them interested. And like I say, it's really helpful for us if we start preparing the students and the kids, even from secondary school and primary school, because this way we make sure that we leave something after us, and also we contribute to the development of the society. Okay. That's all in this part.
Thank you, Razvan. Yes, so I need to say that this little project with the translation of the book, it was a very nice, a loved project in the community, in the Romanian volunteers group. So we are very happy that in June we are preparing to release the book in Romanian and do the workshops in the schools. So be prepared for pictures and videos, and we'll tell how it was. Just a fragment from the book. Razvan, I can say it.
Sure.
So in the book, it's about boys and girls that are 2 teams, obviously, because they don't get well. So like in real life, and they want to build a house tree in the tree, and they found the same tree. Yeah, it's the only one that can support a house. So um, the girl it's having information from her father that is in construction industry, and he is telling her that it's planning execution and things like this, and she said, execution, father, but is someone will be killed? No, let's find another word then. So it's very nice because we like it. It was beautiful to read it in English. So now we are waiting the Romanian version to have it in our hands. So yeah, please read it if you can, because it's available in other languages. Yeah, English, Spanish, I don't know, Portuguese, yeah, many other languages, and from next month in Romania also.
Yeah. The translation of the second book is going to be done with the help of a class of students, about 12 or 13 years old. They will do the initial translation, and we will make the adapt afterwards, because this way we want to get them involved in this project. And just one other thing I would like to add: we are preparing to release PMI scholarship. We want to support 3 young professionals to obtain the PMP certification. And we will sign a contract also with the ATPs that will support this initiative. And we will have a board that will make sure that we select the right people, those that really want to get certified. Because everyone is interested, okay, a scholarship, I want to join, but eventually might end up with somebody that doesn't want to obtain the certification, doesn't want to be certified. They just want something for free, but they don't understand that they need to put some work. Thank you.
Thank you, Razvan. So I was thinking our next question on our to-do list for today is regarding the active mentorship programs in the chapters, if we have and what we have. So maybe we can start also with Petya, please. You are on mute, but
Of course.
yes,
Let
from pandemic. This is from
me,
pandemic.
yeah, let me use this one as it is better with the like this. If you can see my screen now,
Yes.
it's better so that I don't forget the numbers. All right, cool. So what we had actually is we have restarted the mentorship program last year. The first season was taking place from October until February this year. You can see how many people actually. They formed 14 pairs, and the total hours invested were almost 140. Actually, they did way more than what was in the program outlined. They spent much more time, and they enjoyed the conversations, the advices that they got from the mentors. Interesting thing was that it was not just students and professionals with a lot of experience. It was actually people who are it's the same in the second season as well. It's people who even have the same experience, but one is in the place of a mentor and the other one is the mentee. Season 2 is now in progress. We have just started in March. They have formed 9 pairs, and we are expecting to close in July. Perhaps in September we'll have some event specifically for this one, trying to get them involved with more meetings, live meetings in person instead of just the online meetings, because of course they can have the sessions, but it's also important to connect with the other pairs. Also trying to get some trainings for them and some special presentations or covering some topics that they will be interested in. This is both for the mentors and the mentees. So this is up and running in Bulgaria again. I'm very grateful for that, to the DAO mentorship program that we have. She has one other volunteer in the team, and they're running this program amazing. Really, the results are, people are very, very happy with what they have achieved. They are growing as professionals, and it's really amazing that they managed to restart it. And we are getting actually even more ideas from this, but I'll keep it a secret for now.
Just for now, yeah.
Yeah, just for now, just until we just make it right, so that to set the expectations clear. Of course, not to just how to say, not to say we're gonna achieve something without really putting every action plan in place.
To have
first.
a plan,
Of course,
before.
of course. All the dates ready, Gantt chart and everything.
VBS.
Yeah, for sure. On the volunteering, I would share that again, we will be having the summit, as I mentioned. It will be combined with the awards. So this is the plan. On the 22nd of October, we're going to have the summit. And on the 23rd, we're going to have workshops, also the student hackathon. And then in the evening, the official part, which would be the awards. Not to share too much again on the categories, but it will be an amazing event. We're gathering as we speak the speakers for it, finalizing, and actually, again, we are expecting more than 800 people, as far as I saw the place. And if any one of you can join, I'll be glad to see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
And good luck. We are waiting the agenda, yeah?
Yes, for sure. Well, this is specifically an event that is being organized only by the volunteers. I think now we have around 30. I'm not sure about the specific number, but those are some people who have been active in the previous summit. Also, they're passing along the knowledge, but only organizing it with volunteers. It's also challenging, but it's very rewarding for them as well, as they get to gain some knowledge and experience on such a big project.
Yes. Yes, we understand because we also were volunteers, yeah,
Yeah.
in the past, and
Many,
we are
many
really
hours.
many. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Dedash,
It's
please.
my turn.
Yes.
Share. So regarding the mentoring, we have a really successful mentoring program in Hungary. And we have a special system, I would say. So it's a three category we have. This is the rapid. The first is 1 month long, and we have a grow program. It's a 6 months, and also we have a reverse program when younger generation professionals could mentor even a seasoned or a senior professionals. It's a really interesting way of mentoring. I can say that I have two sons from the Z generation, so I'm always under mentoring, I would say, and I can learn from it. So it's a really good way, and I empower you to try that one, to learn from the younger generation. For example, for students, I would say. Sorry. And after the application submitted, we have a dedicated volunteer. It's a director of the mentoring program, and she made a matchmaking exercise supported by other volunteers. And after they find the perfect match, there is a chemistry meeting, we would say, and the mentor and mentee pairs justify that whether they could work together or not, even there's slight adjustment needed. And after the program started, and it's really important that this program is not controlled, monitored by the PMI Budapest. It's really just by the mentor and mentees, and what the problem the mentees raise, the mentor should or can or could reflect or support them. So it's really confident way of working together. And it's really beneficial for both because we have so many mentors who would like to share something with the community. And every year we have more than 80 pairs in two sessions. And one is just ongoing. The final one is be in end of August. And it's really important, as you can see, that there is no membership requirement, because we would like to raise our awareness, and we would like to advertise ourselves that it's a good community, it's a valuable community to join, and maybe some mentors or mentee could join as a member after that. And after, at the end of the every mentoring program sessions, we organize a mentor-mentee dinner, because it's really often happen that the pairs work on online, and they never meet in person. And we try to support them as with that event, and they can see to each other in real life, and we can share information, and we can share experience, and we can learn from each other, of course. It's a good event every time. And also, we made a podcast episode about the volunteer, the mentoring, and which is the benefit from the mentor and the mentee side as well, because it's really interesting. Some pairs work together after the mentoring session. They find establish some business connection and business opportunity as well. So it can be a really beneficial for both of them. So this is the mentoring program, and regarding the volunteering, I can say that we have some really, we are really proud of some initiatives. And as I mentioned earlier, it's really important for us to uh, how to say, to publish Hungarian books and Hungarian materials. And we translate the official PMI document books into Hungarian. It's I think so. Most of the PIM books was translated in Hungarian, and the seventh edition is a little bit new for us, because it's published only by the Hungarian chapter. Prior to that, there was official, or not official, a professional uh, public company, but it not wasn't so um, good from the point of view of the business side. So we try to public itself, ourselves, and it's more beneficial from the financial point of view. It's a little bit more work to do to maintain and monitor this kind of activities as a product, but it's really beneficial. So this is the seventh version. And also we started to learn to translate the business analyst practitioner guide as well. And also, as I mentioned, the Toronyjáték, the tower game, and the PMI cultural values also translated in Hungarian. So it's a important task or engagement, commitment to translate important key document into Hungary, because it's really easy to learn in our mother tongue. And it's really important this translation made by volunteer lecturers, all the translation made by. Honestly, we use some some AI like DeepL to support this translation, but the final way, the hard way, how to agree on the specific phrases in Hungarian, it's belong to the human volunteer actors. We have an international conference every day. Last year, it was dedicated to the career-long learning and development. And you may see that lots of PMI chapters volunteers contributed to this event. It's a huge task, challenging task for us, but it's really important to organize a meeting, that one. Last conference we held on next year on May. So please welcome and go Budapest. It's an English-speaking conference, of course. And I can say some other volunteers celebration. Every year we celebrate our volunteers at an event, at a celebration party, and we announce the Volunteer of the Year award. You can see the two women in the middle of the screen. And actually, the blonde hair one is the director of the mentoring program, and another one, Zita, is she was the project manager of the Art of Projects, and actually she is elected as the vice president of education in this summer, this spring. So we can grab her as a board member. And this event is held at the International Volunteers Day on December 5th, I can say. So it's also important to recognize our volunteers, and it's a way to celebrate their work, their engagement, commitment about the volunteering. Thank you. That was my last slide.
Thank you so much. So I saw on the slide that you also have for the mentoring program also a podcast episode with them. Wow, nice.
Yes. It's because it's really, I would say, listening a real person, what was his or her experience at the program is really, how to say, justified
Inspirational.
something. Yeah, exactly. So not as an organizer say something, this is a cool
Mm,
something, please join. No,
mm,
it would like to show insight of the because as I mentioned, it's a really confident one. We don't know as a chapter what is going around. So
yeah.
even us, I don't know. So that's why it's important to understand how does it work, which is the benefit, even which is the challenging, I don't know. So
Yes.
it's a good thing.
Nice, nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Razvan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Please.
Thank you. So we started this year a mentoring program. It's we have two rounds. One has started on March 15 and will end at the middle of July, and the second round will start in July and will end in November. Initially, we aimed for 4 pairs of mentors and mentees this year, but as far as I saw, we managed in the first round to obtain 7 pairs of mentors and mentees. So far, the feedback that we received from them is that they are happy with how the program is going. In fact, our idea was to bring together seasoned professionals and young professionals in order to put together the pairs. We had more applications for mentees than for mentors, as it was expected. We had a chemistry meeting, as Didash mentioned, where at the end we had some pairs that were actually draw up by themselves. We had 3 rooms where people got together and they presented themselves. We asked them to put together a slide, 1 page, where they present themselves, so what are their objectives, what they have in mind, and what are their expectations for mentoring program. Of course, we had some registration forms where we had about 22 questions where they told us about their interests, what they want to develop, which areas, how experienced they are, if they hold any certification. And this way, after the pairs were selected, we send them the responses from the form to get, so the mentor and mentees can get to know each other better. And we ask them to follow some rules. It is forbidden to use the mentoring program to solve projects from real life, because some might have this tendency of I have a problem in my project. How can I solve it? No, the mentoring program is not meant for that. As I said, this is the second month since we started the project, and both mentors and mentees told us that it is okay. We advise them to let us know if anything is not going as planned. And at the end, we will see, because for sure there are some things that need to be improved. Of course, probably we need to tell the people that are applying to the mentoring program that in the end, those meetings, those chemistry meetings that we have are like an interview. And if they don't sell each other as sell themselves how they should be, they won't be selected or they won't receive the grades to be preferred by a mentor or by a mentee. So that's the idea. In terms of recognizing volunteering, we also have an yearly event at the end of the year where we celebrate the volunteers that contributed the most to the projects that we develop in our country. I mean, for volunteering projects. And in the conference, which is the biggest project as it was expected, and probably for the other chapters, it's pretty much the same. We have a section that is dedicated to celebrating local projects that contributed to the development of the society. Last year, for example, we had a guest, one of the ladies that coordinated the build of wing from state hospital, but it was built from donations, 3 times cheaper than it would have been if it was built by the state, by Romanian state agencies, and of course with higher standards. The problem was that they could not find personnel that could operate the hospital. Eventually, everything was okay, and authorities decided that they can take ownership of the hospital. It was a problem with papers. In terms, it was built by volunteers, by an NGO, with funding from donations, and initially authorities said that they cannot take the hospital because it's not possible. But they found a way, and now the building is owned by the state, and it's no problem with that. And the volunteers are recognized every year. It's a good idea that we got from you, and we could use to nominate a volunteer of the year and probably a project of the year. These are things that we can use for next year. And what can I say? We are trying to attract more and more young professionals to join our chapter, first as members, and then if they are interested as volunteers. Because by volunteering, you learn a lot of things, you get to know professionals, to grow your networking, your connections, and you become better. If you have any questions, please.
Thank you, Razvan. Yes, if you have questions for our panelists, please.
Okay.
So I was thinking, you have more questions, Razvan?
Yes, go ahead, and then I will ask. Please, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe to ask you how you start your career in the volunteering part, on the volunteering part, how it starts and when. We can start also with you, Petia. Or if you have if you need time.
Okay, so how did I start in PMI Bulgaria chapter? Well, that was an interesting start. Actually, I was looking for opportunities on the volunteering system, and I saw there are elections upcoming. They were in, well, it was winter. I don't remember how, how many years ago back then, but So one of the volunteers from the chapter called me and he said, okay, we want to invite you to take part in this. There is a jury for the elections, the committee, and that will go over all the documents, all the applicants, and will present them in front of the community and so on and so forth. So this was my first experience, and from then I actually started in a team for sponsorship and partnership. I was very much involved with the universities, as I have taught in one university in Sofia. I followed. I I continued with the PhD, and actually, I'm really fond of communicating with young people as well. So it's very rewarding to communicate with the student club members as well on a weekly basis. From there, I took a 1 year. There was a gap. Then I thought, okay, I cannot not be part of the community. I have to go back. A lot of friends, a lot of really good professionals there. I can learn a lot, and of course, I want to give back to the community. So I cannot just stop now. And here I am.
Thank you.
Thank
Such a
you.
beautiful story.
A little bit long, but yeah, it's. I would say there were some nice moments. There were some not so nice moments, but at the end, of course, everything is an experience. So I have learned a lot. Actually, when I started university, I thought, because I was very closed as a person, like introvert, and I thought I'm gonna meet everyone. So this is on my path to meeting more people, and it's very yeah. Well, it is
Challenging
rewarding for sure. Yes,
and
let's say,
rewarding.
let's say that. That's the word that I'm looking for. Yes. I also attended the conference in Budapest. It was lovely, Dudas, and lovely meeting you the other year. But that was, again, it's always challenging to meet so many people. There are a lot during such conferences, but it's worth it for sure. So I'll try and see if I can join.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you as well, Danny.
Dudas, how you start in the volunteering?
Let me start from how I became a project manager.
Please.
Accidentally, I would say.
Oh.
So I work, and I just started to realize that, hey guys, I am a project manager. I'm doing project management. So it wasn't an internship or something. I graduated in physics in last century, so long ago, and started to deal with the computer techniques and whatsoever, and try to manage projects. And at that time, there was no such kind of project management profession, at least in Hungary. And it's a really new professional. And when I realized that what I doing is as a project manager work, a role, I started to be more conscious and started to look around how this is the methodology and what kind of certification available, and then found the PMI, and I choose that one because um, this is an international certification, and it's really the same recognition level globally. So if you have a certification for PMI, all around the world know what is it for, and what is your knowledge, at least in general. And the PMI knowledge is a really holistic way, a complex way, an entire something. It's a cookbook. It's nothing more or less or more, but it's a good indication of you are dedicated, committed to the project management profession. So that's why I choose PMI. and it was in 2013. And I just watched the PMI and especially the Hungary one, and there was a shift in the PMI and the PMI Budapest as well. 10 years ago, you may remember, then the PMI started to focus on the individual, more strength, weight to support the individuals, and that's really loved that, and started to and raised my hand that I would like to be a part of this volunteering community, and started to find a way how I can support and help. And suddenly I realized that I'm the president of the PMI Budapest chapter. So accidentally, in a way. Fortunately, it's in at least in Hungary, I can be president just for 4 years, nothing more. And this is my last session or last 2 years, so I can hand it over to anyone. So I'm looking forward it, honestly. As Petra
To the
mentioned,
young generation.
maybe who knows?
Maybe.
Hope so. So it's open. So that's my
Yes.
story.
So it's like the project manager role, uh, it's finding you, not you find the
Yeah, I can
the
say.
profession.
Yeah, I can say.
Nice. Răzvan, I know that you mentioned earlier that you are a volunteer from the past 8 years, but how you enter in this world?
I was working for an integrator
Don't say the name. Don't say
back
it.
in the days.
Don't
No,
say.
no, I wasn't going to. And there, the company had a culture of getting as many people certified as possible. They had about 700 or 800 employees, and all of them were holding about 1,200 certifications. And my boss at that time decided that I need to get certified. I tried once, of course, I failed because I didn't study properly. Then 1 year later, I got my PMP certification, and then I realized that people look at you different. They show you more respect, and then slowly by slowly, I discovered that by being a member PMI, you can also become a member of chapter. And I looked on the site of PMI Romania, and I saw that it is an opportunity for translation of PM book. Of course, when I was a member in the board, I was responsible for rebuilding the site. It was really appreciated at that time, the new look and feel, because we inspired from PMI.org website and from other chapters. I got some training from the developers, and I did some maintenance of the website by myself. Not difficult things, but just keeping the content updated in terms of number of members, people who are certified. I didn't want to get you bored with numbers. The idea is that the team from the board got good chemistry. We were involved in the organization of the last 3 conferences. In fact, the team that we have for organizing the annual conference, I think it's unchanged in about 85%. So now it's like operations. Everyone knows what they have to do, what they are responsible of, and it is easier. Of course, it's a problem because people might think, again, I'm responsible for this project. And if you are an organizer, you don't usually get the chance to attend the presentations. You are always busy with something. Bring giveaways, make sure that food is always prepared, it's warm, and you know how it is. But in the end, if everybody appreciates, and as one of the ladies from patients that we had conference mentioned, I've seen corporate events, but yours is really interesting. To have almost the same number of participants at the end of the day, it's really nice. Thank you very much for that. And what can I say? when you see that people have the same drive and they want to contribute to developing and making people more aware that project management is not just for real life. It's even for your personal life. Of course, I'm not saying that you need to apply all the rules by the book when you are implementing your personal projects, but if you go on a hike on a mountain, you need to prepare yourself. Sure. One of my former colleagues told me, I have a list. I prepared myself a list. If I'm going on a mountain, I know what I have to do. This way, I'm sure that I don't forget anything. I have the list and I just check if I edit anything everything that is on that list. A great idea. So this is what I told to the students at the presentation certifications that PMI is offering, especially CAPM, PM Ready, and those entry certifications. And I told them, please think that project management is for your life, is not just for your professional life.
And it's for any other profession, not just for the project manager. So
not just IT or construction.
Yes, any industry or department or.
And you should always be prepared that the plan that you have for sure will get messed up by something that you cannot control. So be prepared for the unforeseen or unexpected.
Thank you, Razvan. Thank you, all of you. If you have questions, I don't know, anyone, other questions for the chapters, the three of them.
I have one for the other two panelists. Do you think that we can find common points and for future collaboration, especially for having some events for students? Because I believe that it's really useful to have input from students from different countries. Probably that would be a good point to develop further.
Yes, it is really important to leverage the PMI internationality global way, and I experience that it is a advantage of us to offer cross-country collaboration and even experience. So that's why we started to collaborate with Razvan in the mentoring program to advertise the mentoring, and also it's a really a new initiative with Poland and the Tbilisi, the Georgia chapter in terms of mentoring program, sharing knowledge, sharing information. So even for the mentors as well, mentoring another country's student, it's also even a challenge, but a learning curve as well. So I really would like to cooperate anyway to in that mentoring and even some volunteering as well. So as I mentioned, we have lots of mentors, really senior mentors, and maybe we can cooperate in that way to announce them to be able to mentor other countries' mentees. Why not?
That's a great idea.
That's for sure. We'll be joining. If such a collaboration would be happening, that would be amazing. We already have actually one member that is outside of Bulgaria. She's Bulgarian but living abroad, and she's part of the mentoring program. So it's really important to take this other side of things, other point of view. Also for students, they're very much interested into listening to people outside of the community, outside of Bulgaria, foreigners with different experience, with even, of course, experience abroad is very, very valuable for them as they can see where the world is going towards. They can, of course, join the mentoring program. We had such volunteers joining the mentoring as mentees, students, of course. And that's very interesting point, that students are actually mentors instead. Very nice one. And the other thing, of course, we can do is simply webinars, but we can also think about some guest lectures, like face-to-face meetings, maybe some visits in from one to the other university, crossing the borders. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and let me add to this something. Just remind me that for the success of our mentoring program is the key is how to pairing the mentors and mentees. So it's a key person who we have, and she is really an asset of that program. So maybe we can share that kind of experience as well if you're considering the cross-border collaboration, because it's really a key element how to pairing the others, because this is the key factor for the success of the mentoring program.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Sharing knowledge between them, that would be great.
I can tell you that the mentoring program that we started was in fact developed with the help of Anelia, the president of PMI Bulgaria chapter. We met last year in Berlin, and then in the summer we met in Bucharest. She was visiting, and we discussed and exchanged a few ideas, and this is how I came up with the idea of starting a mentoring program. Then I discussed with my board member, my colleague from the board, and we decided that this year we should start. As I said, so far is going okay, but of course we need to exchange ideas, and I saw that other chapters are reaching out in terms of getting knowledge transfer and useful information. Of course, from lessons learned, that's the most important part, where you can see others who did similar projects, similar mentoring programs, and what they learned and what they improved.
So, as I see in the chat, one of the participants is voting for this this collaboration. Corina, thank you.
Because Corina is involved in the mentoring program. So thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, Corina.
Hello,
I think,
Corina.
I think, unfortunately, the director at large mentoring program from Bulgaria chapter couldn't join, but of course, we will connect you so that you can have the session or 2 or 3 or more. It would be like a mentoring program inside the mentoring program.
Yes, nice idea. Corina, so now that we know that you are in the mentoring program, tell us how it is. Just one phrase or write in the chat, it's okay. You see, this is
I
an
like it.
opportunity. We need to please.
I like it. And my colleague likes it as well. And we expect to see the outcomes, but it's a process. And it's nice that we can exchange experience and see different perspective from different companies.
Mm-hmm. Think out of the box or be out of our atmosphere that we are used to day by
Yes.
day.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Corina. And sorry for hijacking you. Thank you. So if you have any other questions, if not, we are waiting the questions, but in the meantime, I will also put a feedback form for you. Please We really appreciate your feedback, and we will take into consideration for the next events, next marathon, or our monthly events. We and the other chapters, we are preparing other events for you, and we are waiting to join. Thank you so much. Thank you for those who has been along us in this week in all the webinars, and thank you that are here with us today. Thank you, our panelists, and let's hope we are seeing very soon. And we are waiting for you in Romania.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity. It's been amazing sharing so many ideas. Of course, you're welcomed in Bulgaria in end of October, and even before that, if we can organize something. And stay tuned on our events. But before that, we will be discussing, of course, and I'm very excited for future collaborations, especially in the area of university students and mentoring, of course.
Thank you, Petia. Thank you, Dudas.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, and you asked me whether I can why I joined this PMI, and my first experience was about PMI at a conference in somewhere in the Europe, and I realized that the others have the same problem as I am. And it's really fascinating, amazing experience that we have a common problem, and PMI has the solution. So I think so. This is the PMI all around. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And let's see you on the other events that we have in the next month.
Yeah.
I wish
Okay.
you all an International Children's Day blessed with joy, smiles, and cheerful. Yes!
For sure
Happy Children's Day.
For sure, we will share with you the future events that are in English, so those that are interested can join, and we'll discuss separately and also with the other chapters. Some of the regional chapters did not join this semi-marathon because they were involved with organizing their annual conferences, and they told me that it's a bit difficult to attend. I understand.
And we all know what means.
Everyone wants to have their annual conference perfect, so normal to put all their resources and efforts in that. So, but it's a good start, and we can continue and do better. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And have a nice
day,
afternoon, night. Bye. Bye, everyone.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a nice evening and a great weekend. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.